reach out there. Thank you. Yeah, no, I forgot to do that. As I was saying, things are we're running a bit behind, and thank you, Elliot, for doing that, because I didn't just notice that. I was about to start doing things, and yeah. Anywho, so we've got both the lists now loaded into the squad builder here. So should just be able to take you through this in a couple of seconds. Let's actually switch ourselves over to the table here, so you guys can actually see what's going on here while we're talking you through it. There we go. As you can see, they're starting to get moving here. So we've got Shaun, who's setting up on the right-hand side tonight, which is a clever thing. I put his list in first. So he's running a VI Zuckuss with Dengar, Collision Detector, Mist Hunter, which then means he has to take the tractor beam, but he gets a barrel roll as an additional. So Fenn is running Push the Limit, Concord Dawn Protector, and Auto Thrusters. A very sort of typical Aces sort of interceptor build, especially now a tiny Mind Link is limited to 2 cards. Sorry, 2 per list. Thweek with both titles, so the Star Viper Mark II, which reduces his points cost, but means he has to do the bendy barrel roll. The Vigaro title, which means you can take a sensor slot, which is fire control in this case, and auto thrusters again. Yeah, it's going to be really nice to see this. Oh, that's Jumbo Stress. You're going to notice that a mile away. I
think that's a pretty strong list, really. Yeah. You sort of got Zuckuss can hopefully do some pinning. I mean, he's not going to last all game probably, but then you've got Fenn Rau and going to be strong. And is it 97 points? There's a
97. There's a 3-point bid in this.
3-point bid. So I would, speaking to Shaun, I would expect him to go for the pilot skill. I'm not sure whether that's the right call. We'll have a look at Stephen's list to decide that, but it's what he feels comfortable with, and sometimes just going for the thing you feel most comfortable with is best.
Yes, you've got a little message there from Elliot. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm not the only one. I think John Easter, I think he said it was the first time he was in the booth on the weekend as well. Yes.
So hopefully we'll get him in here. He's certainly someone who's played a lot of X-Wing and certainly knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always intrigued by what he has to say about things. Definitely.
Yep. Just sort of clearing up what's in here from the last game.
All my destroyed X-Wings from
Hey, you killed the YV666.
I did that. By that stage, I would think I was just doing it for
fun.
Yeah, I just a little bit of revenge, really.
Yeah. So Stephen's list, he's running something actually that might mess with Fenn here. He's got Boba Fett with Fearlessness, Cluster Mines, Lats Razzie, Glitter Stim, the Slave 1 title, which means he gets a torpedo slot. Woo, hello. So yeah, he gets a torpedo slot, so he's taking extra munitions for that, and he's got guidance chips, so when he fires his... Why is it running cluster mines then?
Maybe he's just...
Oh, so he gets 2 lots of... No guidance chips.
I think he's done a John Easter special and just stuck them on because he can.
Yeah. We'll go by that. Actually, do you want to just quickly check to see if he is running cluster mines rather than cluster missiles? Because I took the...
Okay, I will double check.
From his list. It was he sent it to me in like sort of a Word format earlier, so that's why I was trying to get everything all in there in a bit of a hurry. But he's running Asajj Ventress with a VI, so pilot skill 8 across the board, which helps because he's running the Shadow Caster title, which means he can add a tractor beam. It'll be pointless in being at pilot skill 6 or 7 and not applying that tractor beam effect to get some real use out of it. He's also carrying Dengar on board for his rerolls, 2 shots of Glitter Stim, the Shadow Caster title, and gyroscopic targeting. So yeah. It's really weird seeing, actually, that in this case, Lats Razzie is not on Asajj Ventress. Yeah, it's good.
Missiles.
I thought it might be.
Missiles, not cluster missiles. And also, Thweek has shadowed Bobber. So that's why they were holding up to the camera. So
So Shadowed is
pilot, so he'll be pilot skill. Thweek will be pilot skill 8.
Oh, to be fair though, having Boba Fett's ability on Thweek isn't bad either.
But he's got the file control system, so it's
probably for defence as well.
Well, that is a fair point. Yeah, for defence that would have been quite nice.
And also, it means he doesn't have to necessarily spend his target lock. If he's only got one, he just go, I'll just re-roll this, or maybe I have enough re-rolls there anyway, and I'm shooting something else. But
sure,
we'll have to see how that one works.
It's quite interesting as well having Razzie on Boba rather than on Ventress.
That's what I was literally just saying.
Yeah.
It's,
so that's really giving Ventress is giving the defend, giving that defence to Boba.
Yes.
Which, to my mind, would almost imply that that's well, maybe it's not his end game shit, but
Boba Fett can be.
Certainly can.
I'd rather have Asajj left for the end because that stress is just like so good to have there.
Yeah. I mean, Asajj is a bit of a nemesis, really. It's a very strong ship. It's got lots of options. It's got the title, I assume he has. Yeah. So he's got the title, and he's getting the stress, the tractor.
Yeah.
Which is going to affect Shaun more than his tractor beam is going to affect Stephen's list because he's got the large base ships.
Yeah.
But still, you're getting that -1 on the agility, which is huge. But then, of course, Asajj is just getting that attack, getting that added on. Being at the same pilot skill means as well that he can take advantage of it with Boba.
Yep. And has Shaun taken the initiative, or did he not? I can't remember. I didn't see.
I didn't see, but I'm sure.
We'll find out soon.
No, we won't.
Because we've got clashes here until.
Well, we will because we've got Thweek. So
Thweek will become 8.
I would imagine he would hand over the initiative to Stephen so that then his entire list is moving off.
But then he could have a pilot skill 8 blocker. So both points are valid, I think, really.
Yeah, you could. I don't think that's the way I'd do it.
No.
I'd want my list moving, especially Thweek to me is, and then the Star Vipers themselves are more art dodging. Especially with the new title, which is amazing. That bendy barrel roll.
I always whenever I say that though, part of my mind goes bendy boost.
Bendy boost.
Because normally you say a bendy boost, don't you?
Yeah.
A bendy barrel roll, doesn't it?
Roll off the tongue nicer. So Shaun's going for a deployment up at the top corner.
Yeah. That seems to be his play here.
Let's have a look at all the asteroids. So Shaun. The asteroids are sort of relatively well spread out. Thweek's on the side deployment. And we've got at the bottom there, got Ventress. So, and there's the handshake, so we are off.
Yep, not too far away now actually from... So he's taking pilot skill 8 here, hasn't he? So
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
An 8.
Cool. I've got all the ships in here. I'm just going through, going to change all the upgrades here, and we'll be with you momentarily. But as you can see, obviously from the overlay, you're seeing what we're seeing in this regard at the moment. So you aren't missing out on anything here. So the asteroids look quite close here as well, and Stephen's making the first move here. So this is already giving us the telltale sign is that Shaun has given away the initiative.
Yeah. Suspect he would. He's going in hard for... Okay. It's sort of committing him to going around that debris now.
Or maybe he's thinking about coming through it in kind of a fashion between those two
you could do. It's an early point in the game to start flying straight through debris and asteroids, but yeah, maybe.
We'll just have to see what happens.
Is there a hard one on a? You've flown fast sprays.
I've flown fast sprays. I think there is. My gut is telling me there is. Where is the fire spray here? Yes, there is. No, hang on. No, there's not. It's not a hard one. It's hard 2s.
Okay, so it's maybe he was a bit committed to going around that at that point. Okay, Thweek's coming around again. Right. At this stage, is he going to do a barrel roll? He is.
He is. Yeah, it's as we were saying here. It's the bendy barrel roll,
Which
he's just going to fit in
moves
snug
that
here.
firing arc, which is really the thing that makes it so good. Is the ability to shift your firing arc.
Part of me is thinking, after taking a bit of inspiration from running an intensity Poe for a while, is why not a Star Viper with that bendy barrel roll having intensity, just for that moment of when you swing round the gap. Maybe on Guri. That's my thought.
You could try. You see, my issue is with intensity on pretty much anything other than Poe is you're gonna have to spend the focus, or you're gonna have to spend the evade, and then you lose intensity. And at which point you're sitting there, I question its effectiveness. That's my pet take on it, anyway. I know there's other people who have different opinions on it, but I'm not sure. With Poe, you get to keep that focus. You want to keep the focus anyway.
You get that modification of full turn, and then at the end you go, well, I've not used it now because I've been Poe the whole turn.
Exactly.
And I get it back for fun now at this point. So that point is true, though. I do admit that one. It's
quite interesting. Shaun's gone pretty solidly forward. He's created quite a nice little triple, like a line across, keeping range. But that debris is going to be awkward. The debris in the middle at the top.
Yes,
if he decides he's
trying to turn in. But again, it's going to be one of those interesting little things. I don't know how this is going to overly go down.
Stephen's got. The Shadowcaster's fast, but he's still got a lot of ground to cover to get round there. He just wants to be a bit careful now that the fire spray doesn't get caught on its own without Asajj able to get in and really help out.
Yeah, because obviously with
perhaps even slow it down a bit with Boba, give Asajj a bit of time to get round. The approach is so critical. Very often I sort of laugh say it's these moments of the games I spend much longer actually doing it, and Stephen's decided to just get stuck in there. He's not holding back.
That's the thing actually I quite like about these two. They're very much more of let's go in, let's go for these big punchy shots, and then just see what happens later on,
and then sort out the mess.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot now, pay for damage later, kind of.
I find myself increasingly going towards more of a. There are times when you want to push in, but I do find myself increasingly moving towards trying to really get that initial engagement right, because if your first bit's right, then everything else flows from it.
Well, we kind of proved that actually. I think in our game actually, really from Saturday, you were playing a much more of a tactical approach, and I was kind of more like I want to try and go in on this. We're actually playing a very similar matchup to when we played actually last week.
Sort of a practice run.
To be fair, it didn't help me in either sense because I lost both of them.
Well, they were good. They're good games. Good games.
I think to be fair, this is actually the first game we've played in a tournament where one of us hasn't picked up points, or it's been a close run to the finish. Which is, so I think the stressor is being used to indicate which side
the mobile firing
arc is.
Yeah, I agree. And he's gone for a target lock there, I notice, on Zuckuss. That's okay. That's an aggressive play. I think he's expecting. I wonder whether he's expecting Shaun to be a little bit foxed by the speed of his approach.
I don't know, because that's kind of thinking that Shaun was trying to play into this as well. But with that bendy barrel roll, he can nip between those two obstacles that are up there.
That's going to be. Unless he wants to come down, but it's not gaining him anything at this stage. I don't see it gaining him an awful lot, unless he wants to reposition so that his move next turn gets him going. I would be tempted to just go for the focus, and because if you're at range 3, you've got your auto thrusters kicking in. He's fairly safe at that stage, but he's got to be a bit careful here. Those Star Vipers. He really wants to get his Star Viper in like I say, I'd see him as flying them more like arc dodgers, so getting them into the around the side of Boba rather than top. He must be going for a target lock because he's measuring range.
Yeah, and it's well and truly there.
Okay, well that's more aggressive than going for the focus, and that's fair enough. I think generally, as a general rule, aggressive manoeuvres pay off better than being too cautious.
Yes. One thing I actually like about Thweek is there's so many different ways you can play him, whether you go for pilot skill, whether you go for ability, and
what he landed on the...
I think he might have here. No, he's fine.
Just snuck it.
Yeah. But I think what I like about... where was I going with this? I've forgotten now. One thing I like about Thweek is he's so versatile in terms of what he can do. Either he takes pilot skill, or he takes ability. There's several things in my lists that after I built it, I was like, oh yeah, he could take pilot ability of Omega with his fire control. That could be nuts.
Yeah.
He could take Fenn Rau's ability, which yet again is really nice if he gets up and being really punchy. Carnal Jax. Not that you're going to see much Carnal Jax. He could even take Captain Yor's ability, so he could be a stress carrier.
There's so much versatility there, and if not, you always go for the pilot skill. The thing is, you really then need to build your lists in with an initiative bid to make sure that if you do go for that pilot skill option, you then get the choice.
Yeah.
So he almost then costs an extra 3 points because you have to buy the initiative bid. We might even see, I wonder whether we might even see some just crazy initiative bid wars going on because of Thweek, but we'll see.
Yes.
I certainly think right now Stephen is in a little bit of trouble. He's managed because he has got himself kind of where he doesn't want to be. He's got himself so he's got one ship facing free, and that's not going to go well. So here we go. So first shots of the game, and Fenn Rau is going to do. Looks like a double focus and a blank. I think Shaun's just thinking through his options right now. He's got a target lock, so I'll spend the target lock. The question is, do you want to spend them? I'd spend the whole lot. Yeah, that's what I'll do, because I'm pretty sure he's out of arc there.
Oh,
so you might as well use it up.
Then he's going to spend the focus.
But that's okay. So I don't think he's going to be getting any return shots this turn. So that's fine.
So it looks like it's the whole lot gone through here.
Yeah, I think Bobber's paying for the free down. Bobber's paying for the target lock there.
Right. I'll see what damage goes across this turn. I've just got Ventress to do, and then the overlay will be up.
Yeah.
So this is using the ability of Zuckuss, so we'll be rolling 4 dice, presumably, well, is it going to be a primary or tractor beam? I don't know.
No, I think that'll be primary.
Because if he was going to do that, why didn't he attack first?
Yeah, that makes sense. And besides which, right at the moment, just pile the damage on.
So Dengar for reroll.
You've caught Bobber.
Oh, that's 4 hits.
4 hits. That's pretty vicious.
It's not a tractor beam because he's rolling his dice here.
Yeah. So
that's 2. That's shields and a hit point.
Don't you get 2 anyway? And then is that range 2? I thought that was range. Must be range 3.
No. It's range 2. But
there you go, he gets the extra one for the Zuckuss, but I thought that was... Oh, right, I didn't realise he was in range 2. That's even worse for Stephen.
I still think he would have taken... I still think Zuckuss would have gone for taken the extra dice there.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You pretty much do it every single time. Because
4 dice. Right, here comes the target lock. For 1.
Oh, now you see... ouch. And 1 shield. So... Stephen has taken nearly a half-dead Bobber for
just doing
a
1
shield, and we still got Thweek to shoot. So,
yep,
that's I think it's probably obstructed.
He's got to be obstructed, isn't it? Oh, it's not, is it? You draw a straight line from there. It's not.
Oh, that is
close. We'll find out by the number of dice he's rolling here.
Because he'll either be rolling 3 or 4.
Yes.
I mean, I'd say it was fairly clearly range 3. So
here comes 3 dice from the Star Viper. 2 focuses in there. Spent target lock.
I think Stephen missed a trick here. He probably should have popped one of his glitter stims.
Or the glitter stim that he has on
Bob. I mean, think how much damage he would have saved if he popped that now. He's facing the fire of 3 ships. Yes, you're losing the offensive capability, but you just can't stand up to that level of punishment.
There you go.
There you go. There's another hit. He would have saved.
No, that's dodged.
Did he?
That was dodged. That bounced. Yeah.
So got a bit lucky there, I think.
I think Shaun did in that exchange, but sometimes things turn on like 1 or 2 dice, don't they? Really.
They do.
So.
And Stephen didn't use his missiles either. Are they range 1, 2?
1 to 2, yeah.
1, 2.
Could have still done it because he could have spent. No, because he wants to get range 1, so he uses glitter stim, gets at range 1, fearlessness triggers,
but he's
rolls his dice, and gets that.
I get the combo, but my worry is he's not going to be alive to deliver it. At this
because
rate.
he could take the tractor beam from Zuckuss and then 5 dice from Fenn Rau, and then that's just smoke at that point.
Well, I think Shaun now wants to finish off Bobber, just get him off the table, and then you have to deal with Asajj, and Asajj is an issue.
I think the problem is there's too
Asajj
much.
That's asking a lot. That is asking a lot. Stephen now needs to get Asajj up there as quick as possible. What do you do if you're Stephen? I mean, Fenn's going to be coming in. He's going to be hitting Bobber right on the side. I suppose your only other option is to pull away to the right and use your rear arc rather than to try and turn in. I mean, your other option is to turn in, see if you can get some bumps going to deny some shots. I mean, you're moving first. Yeah, I think that's what he's thinking. He's thinking if he goes this way, he can cause some bumps, deny some shots. He needs to at this stage.
Yeah. Asajj needs to follow up here. So that looks like everything's now done on there. So we should now be able to go to our overlay. Ta-da! The timer itself has been a bit sort of glitchy the last few days on us, so it may or may not pull
Might be
through.
being presumptuous, but I don't think that's going to be an issue this game.
No, but it's just making sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I mean, he's moving up the Shadowcaster as fast as he can, but it's too far out. You see, I think Stephen's paying the price for he was a bit overly aggressive on the approach. He just needed to slow up a little bit and let Asajj, who had that so much further to go, give her time to get around.
Yeah.
She just can't make it in the time.
So
there we have got
Thweek.
We have got a block on Thweek. So that's saving him. I don't think Asajj is in range, but we might be. So that would give him some nice shots that he might be able to land into Thweek.
Just remember, he's going to have no mods here. All he's going to get is possible range 3 auto thrusters.
Yeah, maybe if we now get another block on Zuckuss.
Fenn would be if the block happens, you'd think it's more likely going to be now a block with Thweek. Fenn is probably going to smack into the front. And then next turn do another 3 hard and then start using your rear. But you got to be careful with this.
Yeah, he's gone straight in and there we go. But he's bumping into Thweek, which means he's still going to get his shot, he's
still going to get his shot, and he's not going to have a return shot back. That's potentially 5 dice he's going to be rolling
5 dice. He's got Dengar to give him the re-rolls.
Re-roll for at least 2.
He has got some efficiency there. And how many we got left? 5 left. Oh, is that a bump? No, I don't think it is.
No,
I don't think it is.
1 and it's green.
I think we're looking at a dead fire spray
there's
here.
10 dice coming this way.
Just
roll primary. Don't worry
to be
about
honest with you,
beam,
if I was
too
Shaun right
fancy.
now, I'd just be laying it on. I'd just stick down the target lock focus and just
run with this.
Just overrun. He has got an evade. I take it that's the evade action. So that effectively kind of gives him. So really, Shaun needs to do 6 points of damage.
But remember, he's got to have double re-rolls.
He is going to have the re-rolls.
You'd be really unlucky to not see at least one evade on each of his defence rolls here for against Zuckuss and Fenn
He
Rau.
might, yeah, okay. So
If he
it's
bounces the shot.
not impossible to think he'll live through this.
And Lats. Where is Lats? He can spend the stress
Press
from
off
Fenn Rau.
Of course, yeah. That's a really good point.
He's got. If this is all spent against. So basically, you could. Here comes Glitterstim.
And here comes Glitterstim. Yeah, I think he's right to do that because
he's basically guaranteed the 2 here on all his defences.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, well, we'll see what the dice do. The dice do funny things, don't they? So let's see which way this goes. So
Zuckuss for 5.
So Zuckuss he's going to go for first. He's going to take the so 5 dice, giving him the extra dice as well.
Yep. But that's a good shot.
If only he had a
no.
Right now we wish he had the focus.
No, I don't think there is a focus in that.
No, is there not?
No, there's 5.
Oh, is that crits? Are they? Oh, blimey.
So Boba has re-roll ability, so re-roll a blank. He'll have Glitterstim to turn that to an evade.
Yeah.
Still an evade. Still a blank.
Is that a cock, or are they gonna? I'd make them roll it again.
Yep,
Yeah. They're making them roll it again.
There's an evade there. Glitterstim, that's a 3.
So that's 3 removed. So is that 2 crits that have just gone through? Yeah.
Yes.
So
that looks like console fire.
Blinded pilot.
Oh, so he can't shoot.
That is a real shame.
Direct hit.
Oh, that's actually probably nasty.
He
was only really getting a range 1 shot into Fenn from it isn't where you want to be. And
so 2 left here.
Yeah.
He's going to spend the stress, spend the evade.
And he's got...
He could potentially...
He can tank this.
He could take 4 and survive, but he's got to get no shot till next turn now.
Well, let's see what Shaun's...
Target lock.
Can you Dengar a... Oh, no, don't worry.
You can't re-roll a re-roll full stop if that's where
No,
you're
it wasn't that at all. No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I realise what I'm saying is silly.
So then might as well spend the focus here because there's no shot coming in.
No shot, so go for it.
So he's 5.
So he's got the 5.
Crit in there? I don't think there is.
So we need to get... How many dice is he rolling? He can't avoid that.
Yes, he can.
He
can avoid all bar 1. He's going to have 2 dice, re-roll at least 3.
Oh yeah, then do the
Then do Glitterstim.
Glitterstim, then do the evade.
Then do the evade,
which will give him 4 in total.
And then Lats Razzie.
Yeah, the stress.
If he remembers Lats Razzie. Is he not running Lats Razzie?
1, 2. I think he's forgotten him.
If he removes it from the board, it's too late. But do you want to just double check that for us? Because I saw
him have Lats Razzie. I'm confident I'm confident he's forgotten that he's got Lats Razzie on there.
Ooh, that's...
I wouldn't want to go through and now's not the time to go and tell him.
No.
Oh, do you know you could have survived that? That's a shame. Actually, that's a real shame
because he could have taken that down to 1. There was no crits in that. If there was, we'd be riding your luck on a direct hit.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, I know there's no shot, but you can still block with that shit.
I hate to see it when people lose a ship like that, because they don't need to. It is just literally remembering you've got all the stuff there to do it.
It's also a shame because if he hadn't had blinded pilot, any other crit, he'd been staring down the barrel at a range band 1 with the focus conversion, 4 dice, fearlessness at Fenn Rau.
Yeah, he could.
And that would have been a huge shot.
That would have, I mean, there was the potential there to push some damage through onto Fenn, definitely. But most of all, he needed to survive.
Yes. Yeah, so we have got some issues with our timer tonight. We've got 45 minutes left on the round.
The other thing now is, of course, Asajj doesn't have Lats Razzie. So because Asajj doesn't have Lats Razzie, you can't take advantage of the stress that you're putting out. Although I suppose you're not spending
stress lockdown, I suppose.
You're not spending it, but you it's not as tanky as other Asajj's might be with it.
Yes.
You lost a bit of that. Though you are then leaving the stress on your opponent, so then they're going to have to deal with clearing it.
So it has a upside and a downside, I think, at this stage, where...
Especially for Fenn. You can stick one on Fenn, double stress. Fenn you can then start to deal
Or,
with.
for example, on Zuckuss, if you can see roughly where he's going, that could lock down some important manoeuvres on his dial.
The
G1A
Things
isn't the
start
most
getting-
friendliest of dials, to put it that way.
See, some of the problem is even now, I mean, Stephen's a bit limited in his choices. I mean, we all know that Shadowcast likes to go fast. So he's either going to do a hard turn in or he's going to bank and go on.
Well, yes and no in this case, because he could do a 3 hard. 3 hard is a perfectly legitimate thing to do here.
I don't know if that's the option I'd go for. I'm just going through what his choices are. I think personally I'd go with the bank. If you go for the bank, you're trying to keip a bit of range then between yourself and your target.
He's making a point, mate. Yeah.
He's now remembered. Oh, that's a kick in the teeth.
But yeah, because this is what I'm saying. He does and he doesn't have to, because this isn't a K4 Lancer. Because I like to play Ketsu with K4.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to. He's not locked into his 3 hard greens or 3 banks or whatever.
True. He can slow it up.
He can. He has the option to.
Yeah.
So 2 hards, either an option here, or anything else that he really wants to here. He's not tied into them, which is a nice thing to actually see here, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's left his arc going to the left. I mean, so he's still got the forward and he's got the left arc. So it's given him.
It's given him an area to aim for.
See, what I think Shaun's going to end up doing is bringing Zuckuss round. Just bring Zuckuss in and round. Probably the same with Fett. I mean, do you disengage and reset, which is one of Shaun's options, or the other option is just try and steamroll it straight through into Asajj. I mean, if I was Stephen, I'd even then be tempted to go just barrel it fast and try and get right up to the top corner, so you can get straight past it. Trying to keep things at range, so that you're not taking free ship shots every single turn, because you're going to lose if you're getting shot by free ships. You aren't going to be able to cope with that damage race.
No, and also, for example, if he does do that bank, if Zuckuss runs in and puts that stress on, he will not be engaging anytime soon, because he can't K-turn because it's red. So he won't be closing in to engage. We'll have to disengage to re-engage.
Yeah,
so that's one way to get him off your tail.
I think Shaun knows full well which way they was. I think he knew full well. I think that I don't really feel that Stephen had a lot of options but to do that.
No, that is a good call though. It's a nice little area he's played himself in.
Yeah,
and if everything's going to come to his left-hand side.
Yeah. And you got to remember Fenn and Thweek are both stressed.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember how Thweek got stressed though.
That was the shot from Asajj.
He would have to have been at range 2.
1 to 2, wouldn't he? You're right.
And that was range 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
I've only just now twigged that, which could make a difference.
Well, we'll let them play it out, because they haven't they've made the mistake and no one's pointed it out, so we'll just...
Because now what we would end up having to do is write those manoeuvres back now, which
is too much.
We've gone past that point of no return.
Yeah, we have.
So
that's a shame, but never mind. Mistakes do happen.
Because obviously from here, I wouldn't say no to doing a focus, and then you know where he is now.
Well, I mean, in many ways, I'd be maybe even tempted by the barrel roll.
Yeah.
But
then again, if this is now messed up where Zuckuss was going to be...
Oh yeah, they've made all their plans based on
that stress. So
it would be wrong to now sit there and like I say, they happen. But we'll keep our eyes out, make sure they don't do that again. What did you go for with Fenn? You just bring them around? Bring Fenn around?
Ooh, but there's a bump here.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd have done that.
No, he was... I would have... If it was me, I would have done it on a 2 at the very least, because the 2's
then
green.
At least you're clearing your stress. I actually think he's misjudged a bit there. Thought that he'd bump on the 2 and so has gone for the 3.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, as things has all worked out, that's clearly been a mistake.
Yeah.
Hello,
Robin.
hello, Robin.
Good evening, folks. Toby can't make it in this evening.
Yep. No,
Message has been received.
Message is now received. Yes.
Steve has said that he's willing to play in game 2 as well if you need.
I think we've got at least his. Oh, so we've got Gareth who's going to step in Toby's place, and we're going to have Tom up against him. We're just going to do that instead.
Good
So
job.
yeah, cool.
Could you just let Gareth know so he knows?
Yeah, no, he's
I'll
yeah.
pass the message along.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I was with Robin just popping in there, passing over the message that Toby isn't going to be in tonight. So I did sort of have that pre-message to me that he might not be able to make it, but obviously it's 110% affirmed at that point. But
Okay, so he's put the stress on Zuckuss. Now Shaun is looking at the situation where his entire list is stressed.
Now look at this as a situation. Thinking about where it is, you know, if it was Lat sitting on Asajj, you know, that would have been potentially what should be 2 ships. It wouldn't have been 3, with stress to remove. I think if Lats was on the Viper, our correction would be leave it where it is, remove the stress, but do no action from where it is because you've missed it. Because then it would give one an advantage and one a disadvantage at that point.
Some pretty cold ice that Stephen just got there. Yeah, I mean, I've heard Wojtek saying that he quite likes the idea you put the 1 stress on, give them, and then you stack the stress on, but you leave them on the 1 stress to keep their manoeuvrability down. I think there might be some. I think, you know, and to be honest with Wojtek saying it, this you've got to be listened to, and it seems like seems to me like that's a reasonable way of playing it. But then again, Stephen's got his back to the wall a bit at the moment. I mean, he's just lost 3 shields from that.
That first volley, yeah,
and here comes another one. So 1. See, this is where all that stress is going to be a problem. And now we've got the Shadowcasters gunning for Zuckuss. I'm not sure Zuckuss would be my priority, but then you got the auto thrusters wood kicking on the other. I think,
and also Zuckuss has already taken some damage.
1 shield isn't much, and you can. I don't know. I can understand that Zuckuss is the easy shot, but even if you remove Zuckuss from the board, your situation hasn't improved drastically.
No, because Fenn is still a 5 dice hitter. Thweek, range 1 for 4 is still.
Yeah, I think I'd almost be inclined at this.
Well, their shield's gone off Zuckuss.
Okay, so at least he's making some headway here. So and he's using his
to put the tractor beam on there.
Sticking him on a rock.
Yes,
I think that might go all the way over the top of the rock, if I'm honest. But we'll see.
Yeah, but if it goes over it, it still is deemed as going through. There you go, you've got a little segment now left on there.
Left on there, yeah.
So yeah, there will be a dice roll here.
Okay, if he wants to just position it nicely to make sure that, well, it won't go through, will it? Because it's only on the, his guides will probably get past it. What are the greens on a G1?
G1A. They're not the best, but it does have some. 1 banks and straights and 2 and 3 straights.
See, that's a bit of an issue.
But on the other hand, if there's a 3 bank done here again from Asajj, that could block off any manoeuvre left. And if he doesn't complete and still sticks on that asteroid, he will roll again for it because he's not moved off it.
Yeah. As much as anything, I think you got.
There's another damage gone.
So that's another one popped in. Okay, I think you have reached the point of no return really with Zuckuss now, where you've got to just
you've got to finish this off now.
Just finish him. That said, I would be looking at bringing him round. Keep piling that stress on. That stress is what's going to keep you alive because you can then outmaneuver them. If I was Shaun, I'll be looking at. You see, if he tries to clear the stress from Zuckuss by doing a green, he's not going to get a shot with him. if he does the green, he can probably wants to do a green with Thweek. And again, he can't do the hard 2 in with Fenn Rau. Because if he does that, he's going to end up straight on that rock. So he can't do the hard. So it's one of those situations. You know exactly where that shadow castle is going to be, but you can't capitalise on it.
No. But with this turn, would you say you disengage Thweek to the right here, so you give Fenn the option to start to carve through? Because otherwise, what you're going to end up doing is you've now created a bump block on your own side here.
What I'd do is I would go forwards fast as possible with Zuckuss and with Fenn, and bring Fenn off to the right, disengage, clear your stress, sort yourself out, come back in and around again. Because at the moment, Stephen's got position on the board. He's got his mobile firing arc to the left and forwards. If you do that, you're probably going to escape most arcs, and if you do get shot, it's going to be a long range shot. Clear your stress.
Oh, there's a thing to re-roll here. I didn't notice that. So he's actually taking
a crit on Zuckuss at some. Oh no, that must be on Asajj. He must have taken an extra point of damage we missed.
Hold on.
Right, let's. So yeah,
It's
clearing the stress.
It's probably something like console fire, where you've got action to flip it down, or weapons failure.
So he was rolling a dice on it. So whatever.
So weapons failure and console fire, ones that do have a dice to re-roll for, and that's what I'm saying. Something like
that.
We'll
see at the start of the combat phase when he rolls for it.
Yeah. If it was me,
see that move to my mind hasn't really improved. I understand the clearing the stress, but it hasn't really actually
barrel roll him away. But you have to do it on a backwards bank here.
Oh, he's
boosting.
Boosting. Yeah, I think they'll probably get him out of arc.
No, he's still within, because that arc is so wide.
He probably might just get clipped. But hopefully that'll be in range 3. Triggers auto thrusters. Keep that going. What's he done?
So PJ, in this case, that big token is a single stress token. It is actually symbolising where the mobile firing arc is, if that's what you're referring to. The stress that's assigned to the ships is Fenn through push the limit that he couldn't clear last turn. Zuckuss got stress through Asajj. Thweek did have a stress on it, legitimately, but it made no difference to the outcome of what happened in the last turn. So
might have changed how it. Well, it was one of those things. Once it was what we mentioned before there. See if we can barrel roll.
Yeah, because
I don't know if I'd want. Do you want to barrel roll there?
If it was me, I'd barrel towards. Barrel towards the board, backwards towards the board edge, and then do like a 1 hard. I know it's a stress move, but you're A, out of arc, B, you're not going to get shot back, and it's a way you can help bring yourself sort of round, or even if you're far enough back, even a 2 hard and barrel roll back in. No, can't.
I think Sean's just now explained why he was doing it with a 2, because it's 1 for the barrel roll, one for the base. So it's just a clean way to check to see if you can barrel roll.
Yeah.
By using the 2.
Yeah.
So what have you done with Fenn then, Sean? I wonder if it's
probably
done with
a 2
bank. That's what I'm thinking now. I don't think that's the right move, but yeah. Oh, he's gone. He has gone for the.
So he's gone for 2 hard.
If he fits,
that's not bad.
Which he does.
He's probably at this point going to barrel roll backwards. No, you got to be careful here because of.
Personally, I'll barrel roll to the right as far forward as possible and then boost in.
Just remember, he's going to get stressed because of where the mobile firing arc is.
I think I'd live with it. If you're in range 1 with Fenn, you can't stay where you are because you're at range 2 and that's dead zone.
Yeah, no. If it was me, I would probably stay there. Not take anything, acquire the stress, then you're only removing 1 stress.
Yeah, but if you're range 2, you're not even going to have worrying about the stress. You're in dead range 2 is
dead city.
Yeah, for Fenn. You want to be either in range 3 or range 1. If you find yourself in range 2, you want to zoom in. Oh, I don't know. Well, Sean's flown that a lot more than me, and in fairness, he can see that board better. Maybe he thinks that is in range 1.
But then again, like I said, I wouldn't take any second action because he's now double stressed.
Yeah, that is an issue. That is an issue. He's and as I think, is he?
He is.
1?
No, he's not.
Range 2.
Good thing you put your fingers that way around.
Sean is not very happy about that. Yeah, I can see he's going, oh no. He obviously was debating it.
But it wasn't like one of those that was like, it's range 1.5. How could you not see it? It was range 1 and that was half an inch, if that.
Yeah. That wasn't clear cut. That's for sure.
No. Glitter stim.
He's popping his glitter stim
because he can modify his shots back. He's got 2 shots of glitter stim.
I think he's thinking that he has
got a really good chance.
I think Stephen's probably right here, actually. If he can get Fenn off... He's caught Fenn. If he can now get Fenn off the board...
So at dead zone. With no defensive tokens.
If he can now kill Fenn, he has tipped the scales of this game. Because Zuckuss is limping round, and then it's down to what Thweek can do. I think that's actually...
Glitter stim for 2. Take 1.
Take 1.
And that looks like a crit.
So, he's got to hope for not another...
Oh, it is a direct hit. He's not having much luck with these crits today. 3 hit points left.
Is that 3 or 4? 3 or 4?
Evening, Wojtek.
Evening. Your game finished already. Game finished already.
We'll see how many dice he's rolling here to see.
We're about to see whether or not Sean's about to lose Fenn from a range 2 shot from Asajj.
I think if it is weapons failure, it's not a weapons failure.
We've got the 3 dice. If he's only on 3 dice,
there you go. That's 3.
He needed that. Saying that, he's rolling 3 dice. He isn't going to kill him, is he?
Blank
out. No. Is there a crit in there? Because if there's a crit in there,
there is a chance. If it is, I'm saying it's this bottom one. The bottom one looks more open in terms of its paint on this.
A direct hit, you die.
Or major explosion into another card. So there's a few cards in the deck.
There's a couple. That's not something you want to be banking on, though. I do accept.
And also, there's only been 1 card drawn as well. I'm the math man here, and I'm thinking,
how come he's only drawn?
Hang on a minute.
I don't quite get the maths of that, but okay. So
how
much did Fenn just take? So Fenn's...
He's not taking the damage for Fenn.
Why is he not taking the damage on Fenn?
He's not drawn cards for Fenn.
I don't know why. I don't understand that, but I'm sure there's a reason.
Because he wants to see what's going to happen here.
You reckon?
Because he's going to draw these cards now.
1 direct hit.
He's dead already.
Direct hit. Oh, Wojtek. Yeah,
hit double crits. Major explosion.
My resume.
Into nothing else. Exactly 4. And then roll.
No. So then, if he's
saying it moves further than that, he wants it to go back to his. I thought there was only 1 crit in there, Wojtek. So
I'd have said 95% of the time you would be, 99% of the time you'd have been right. But on this 1% occasion, now that has
and also
changed
as well,
things.
And also as well, if I had dealt more damage, I would have actually gone through there and asked him to not take that damage, because technically, it's the point of when he's destroyed. He's destroyed by the damage. So
there's no need to do that
because we had this situation come up with harpoons. He was destroyed at the point of the damage was resolved, so there's no other abilities that can happen on a destroyed ship, so he can't be tractor beamed at that point. But, you know...
Okay, yeah, I get that. So that has changed the game.
Yeah, 1 swipe on Fenn Rau has meant the game is now 50,
I still
63.
think Sean's got the advantage here.
We're saying 50-63, but we call it 66 because there's a 3-point bid in here.
3-point bid. In fairness, I mean, Thweek should be able to do the job from here. I'd expect him to.
And also half points Ventress, and that's 25 points. There's only one way that There's only one way that Stephen can win.
With table.
Yeah. He's got to kill both.
Zuckuss can be done. Zuckuss isn't the
Zuckuss
issue.
definitely can be done.
It's Thweek that's going to be the hard work.
He does have one lot of glitter stim.
But now he's stressed as well because he used his glitter stim last turn.
Well, what he could do here is do a green 3 bank again.
Yeah.
Switch his mobile. Oh, he has the gyroscopic targeting. Why didn't he change it to the back?
I think that's the second thing that's...
Because he did a 3 speed manoeuvre and it's a 3 force 5 speed manoeuvre that you can then...
Yeah.
Because he could have done this.
I think you do that at the end phase?
Of the active... At the end of combat phase, if you've done that manoeuvre.
I think, honestly, I think it's because he's not thinking that extra step ahead, maybe. Oh, no.
Yeah,
he's doing it now. Or maybe...
He should have done it last turn. It's at the end of the combat phase. He's saying ignore it.
Yeah, he wants. I think that is a case of someone. He forgot about. He didn't trigger it when he needed to trigger it. That's someone using something maybe they don't use that often, and so they're not 100% clear on when it goes. Yeah, bad timing. It's.
Because he could have put that to the back. He could have then taken a target lock possibly from here, or at least have a focus, and then think, do I really need glitter stim? And if that answer to that second question is no, then you don't do it. But then means, you're going one-on-one at this stage against Thweek. It could be one punchy shot that decides the game here.
What is Shaun doing with Thweek? I'm quite intrigued to see how he decides to play this. Okay, Shaun. Why didn't you move Zuckuss first? No, he can't because he's pilot skill 8, isn't he? So, okay. I'm not sure that would have been my call, but okay. He's far enough away that means that's probably not going to cost him. So,
Yeah, I think he's got a 2 and 3 hard on those Star Viper dials. I think it's a fairly forgiving dial. No, just the 2 hard. 2 hard probably wouldn't have gone. A 3 bank and then barrel roll isn't a bad call either. He could have done there. I mean, the barrel roll can go either way around.
We're looking at. He's missed the opportunity to get himself on the tail of Asajj, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was him, I'd be sitting there trying to get myself sitting at range 3 and keeping myself there. You've got your auto thrusters. You're not getting stressed.
No.
Once you start piling in those shots, your fire control system's going to kick in. I think you're in a good spot at that point. Now, Zuckuss, the VI is really going to help Zuckuss. I mean, it's been done lots to help. Means that if he gets Zuckuss round, he should get 1 shot out of him before he's
if he has arc on. Yeah, if he has a shot on Asajj, he's at least getting 1 shot before he dies.
But you haven't got to rush. I wouldn't rush to get that shot. I'd be quite happy to, if I was Shaun, just to bring
one major thing. Fenn Rau has been marked as destroyed.
Minus Fenn Rau. That's always nice to see.
Yeah, it's not very often that happens, is it? Especially, it's not often that you see Fenn as the first ship to go.
When he gets caught, he gets caught, and he's one of those ships. Or 1 minute he will be there, and
range 3 is actually a shot here.
There is a shot. So I think that was, Shaun. I think.
Oh no! This is the situation where Thweek doesn't, but Asajj does.
Yeah, because it's going to be taking it from the arc. That's going to take it out. Oh, I think a little bit of nudging. Although that will be obstructed. It will be an obstructed range 3. Oh well, you take it. A shot's a shot, but.
Yeah, especially as you've got Dengar, hasn't he on?
He has got Dengar, yeah. So
for me, I would actually, because I like flying the 2400, and the 2400 dial is fairly similar in terms of the hards on. Apart from there's no hard one. Here comes a shot anyway. I'll get to that in a minute. That's a good shot. That's 2 extra crit.
Yeah, if you. All right then. So let's see what greens we. Yeah.
He needs natural evades and 1 blank.
He hasn't got any action, so there's... Oh, yeah, there's paint all around there.
Oh, there's 1 evade, though.
Really... Oh, they're all focuses, and he can't auto-thruster up a focus. So that is...
That's 2.
That'll be 2. So it'll be 1 and a crit.
Oh, jeez.
This could. Yeah, you can't auto thrust or focus. You've only blanks. So he hasn't drawn any cards yet. I think Shaun's sitting there, just making sure that he hasn't missed anything.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. I think that's a wise idea. What's your crit, Shaun?
This is where Stephen's wishing. This is a direct hit. It's got some text on it.
Loose stabilizer, is
Probably
that?
something like loose stabilizer, but we'll find out in a moment.
I think,
because yeah,
and
what I was
that's an
gonna say
action
was,
roll dice as well. So
what I was going to say here as well is from where Asajj is sitting, those 2 and 3 hards I know quite well from the 2400 dial, and I'm thinking either a 2 or 3 hard. I can't tell from this distance. 2 or 3 hard with the Lancer.
Fair enough.
I'd actually leave it where it is. I would do a 2 or 3 hard to come into the middle of the asteroid field. I know going round an asteroid, at least one of the bigger, chunkier ones, you can do a 3 hard. As long as you're not touching it, you can get away with basically doing 3 hards round a large asteroid and never hit it with a large ship.
Right.
He's because you could have sat there, done a 2 hard, have the mobile firing arc on the right side. Then do like a focus or maybe a target lock. Well, I don't need target lock because you've got Dengar, but you could then do a focus as an action.
Yeah, he's slowing it up,
and that's because he's decided to change it, which is then why he's done a 1 straight.
Because I mean, to be honest with you, I was Shaun. I'd almost be inclined to just what's your hurry at this stage? Just take things slow, clear that crit, get yourself reset up.
So this is for something that's now being turned
Stephen's tying down one of his crits, whatever it was, he got rid of it.
Yeah.
So no,
here's
Shaun's
a 1
coming.
blank.
Well, I think he's right to at least keep it coming in slow, because like I say, he wants to keep that range free.
Because imagine if Asajj was somewhere here. If Asajj was somewhere there, that could potentially be a range band too, unless Thweek was to barrel roll away. Then you have the possibility of a shot with a tractor beam, the tractor beam across onto the asteroid again, and with Thweek going through it.
Yeah, no, I can see it. So he's going for the target lock. I don't think that would have been.
That's also
choice.
in the mobile firing arc at range 3.
Okay. Well,
so that'll be a shot both ways here at this point.
I think I'd have gone for the.
So there probably will be a glitter stim because he's fixed
at that stage. Problem is now you're down to 3 health. You're in the dead in 1 shot territory.
But if you have glitter stim and 3 dice, 4 dice possibly, because of where it's going to cut. Here's a 1 hard, which is going to stress. I wouldn't have necessarily done that. Yes, it's that's the thing, because
now he's got to clear it. Now, are you better off? I mean, I suppose the asteroid is there. In some ways, you're better off doing the 2 and then barrel rolling. It gets you roughly in the same place, and you're not stressed at the end.
And also, yeah, because the 2 would have been a bit wider. He might have been a bit close to the asteroid. So let's say, for sake of argument, somewhere, we reckon probably somewhere here-ish.
Yeah.
He could have then barrel rolled to here, not be stressed, and then come round next turn. So I don't think a 1 hard was the best move here.
I think
I like using his ID markers as like a.
I think Shaun just shot and did he? What happened there? He rolled some dice, then picked them immediately up again. So I'm not quite sure what happened there.
If he was rolling attack dice, Stephen has the initiative.
Yeah, but he's got the
So that'll
be it. Yeah, that'll be what happened there.
There was no pop of glitter stimmer either.
Has he popped it all now?
There's no stress.
No.
Apart from the big one indicating.
I don't know if now's the time to be using that glitter stim. No,
he had no actions. You see, that's why I'm thinking glitter stim, because he'd used his action to turn the.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Look at this. He's counting defense dice. He must have taken.
No. It's just done 1 hit, and now that Thweek evades that. You'd expect him to pump some shots.
But
back.
I think that was what's the one that lowers your agility value? Because he would have had 5 dice there.
That would make sense.
3, 4 for range, 5 for the slight clip on that debris cloud as a line's drawn.
Yeah.
So he must have had the reduced agility there.
Oh, that's just... Oh.
Oh. Is that a crit?
Oh, that's...
Blinded pilot,
well,
is it?
In fairness, Stephen can't argue too much because he kind of had the same thing, done the same thing to Shaun in the last term where he done these crazy range-free shots. It seems to be the place. So I think that leaves Asajj on 1.
It does indeed.
Blinded
pilot, so he
pilot.
can't shoot.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, this is actually it's a good thing.
In fairness, he's in the right place to do it. He wants, because now he can burn out of there, get rid of the blinded pilot, and then get himself sorted again.
Yeah, he's going to have to do I reckon a 3 bank this turn.
If he had PS, he might be, but again.
Well, technically here he has, because he's been given the initiative at the same pilot skill.
Yeah, but it's only the shots simultaneous fire rule means that even if he killed Thweek would get his shot back, and
yeah,
and now he's got his fire control kicking off. He can be taking those focuses. I don't know the exact stats of it, but it's something like 98% chance of doing full hits once you're focused and target locked.
Well, we've got Wojtek, who's normally very good at
I'm
at those
sure
kind of
sure
stats.
Wojtek, if you know Wojtek, you can let us know.
Yeah, I think this has just been one of those games. It's been an uphill battle from Stephen at the moment he set out here.
Yeah, I think he went wrong. Basically, getting Boba isolated on his own.
And didn't back up with Asajj.
No, yeah, I mean, and then just one ship versus 3. It's never going to end well.
What I would have done is I might have set Asajj down the flank and place Boba at one side. So you have them sort of like facing sort of like that, really, where Boba's coming across and Asajj would then be going down the board.
I mean, I'm not
because that way you then know they're going to stick together,
yeah,
and then you know they're going to help each other. Whereas
I mean,
the
even
way
if
he left
he'd
it and pushed a bit too far aggressive,
even if it had just been a bit slower,
so did a
with his
1 straight
approach,
off the start.
even if it had been a bit slower with his approach and given Asajj that time to get round,
because realistically, we are talking it was 1 round too fast.
Yeah, probably 1 round. Yeah, I'd say probably 1 round, maybe.
Yeah, we could have done a
1
straight, and while Asajj is kicking around like a 5 straight and a 3 boost or 3 bank or something.
He's gone for gone for a K.
K too. That's why he didn't. That's why he didn't do the thing. But then he only did a 1 straight, so he couldn't gyro.
Okay.
But he could still glitter stim this turn. He might as well.
He'll probably escaping arc. Now, if I'm right, he can put down his blinded pilot.
Yep, at the point of when he's going to shoot.
So that's something. Because he wouldn't be getting any shots this turn anyway. And he wants to escape arc this turn. Then he can approach a bit. Yeah, Shaun's been... Mind that rock, Shaun. Mind that rock. He hasn't... Yeah, they can see it better from where they are.
Yeah, I tell you,
that's cutting it a little bit.
We had a
fine.
similar situation, but the ship was the other side of the asteroid. So when we looked at it, we couldn't see if that was onto or not onto.
Right, yeah.
So I had to nip out of the booth just to...
He's thinking about barrel rolling.
I always say when you...
Put that down.
Well, I always say, if you place it down, and you've then sort of at that point lifting the ship, that's the point of no return. But he held a finger on the ship and held...
he's got a loose stabiliser, which means he can't take actions apart from those which are listed on
upgrade card. No, loose stabiliser is stress on whites. So the white, you can still do the whites, but then they assign him stress.
Which means no, that can't be that then, because he would be stressed.
No, because it's a 1 bank was green on the Star Viper. Okay.
Yeah. Until I don't fly scum.
Well, at least you're sitting next to somebody who knows some of these little ships so well. I say so well. I love my Star Vipers.
I shoot at them quite a bit.
But we'll just have to see what happens here. I think this is really the turn. Well, if it was me, from where Shaun is this turn,
Stephen needs a lot of luck.
You're basically saying, well, let's say Asajj survives the turn. This is where you reckon Asajj is going to be. Shaun's now aiming for that area.
The thing is one of the downsides is he's getting himself into a position.
No shot. Yeah, no shot, but he did a 5-speed manoeuvre.
Yeah.
It's not an action, it's...
I'm wondering how much he gains by moving it forwards. I suppose it does the stress, doesn't it?
But then, if is that where Thweek's going?
Well,
I would stick it to the side.
I would go if after him doing it. This is the one problem with that gyroscopic
targeting.
You're telegraphing where you're going.
But if he's doing, let's say, for example, a 2 straight, which will be a bare minimum to clear stress, that's covering, let's say, about here.
The other problem is, though, even if he puts that stress on, that's the stress, because he hasn't got Let's Razzie, the stress isn't really coming into effect till next turn. I mean, it causes problems for the following turn, but this turn it's not really affecting things. With 1 health left, he isn't going to have a next turn. He needs to be somehow, and it's asking a lot, but he needs to be fighting against 1 ship, and he needs to do full damage, bang, preferably at range 1, so that you're at least increasing your chances.
Yeah.
The other problem he's got is he's PS'd, so he's got to somehow do that without dying to the shot.
You missed a lot, Elliot. There was some missed triggers from Stephen. Boba could have been alive on 1 hull, survived that turn.
In fairness, I think Stephen's done good to make a game of it, really.
Yeah. There's been some really bad damage cards. We've seen, 2 or 3 direct hits from Stephen's side of the board.
Crazy range free
shots. Look
where
I put that number 2, bang where Asajj is. That's a good guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can tell I live here. No, I don't. This is Elliot's office, so I'm not going to...
Fenn did.
He was in range
Apparently
band 2.
It couldn't happen.
Range band 2 for naked dice. Got hit by a hit or what went through was a hit and 2 crits. The second crit was a direct hit. The second crit was major explosion. Didn't matter at that point.
Oh, Shaun, why have you done that? Is he now about to barrel roll to bring the arc round, do you reckon? I think he's just been... Yeah, I mean...
Or is he... No, he's getting the distance, so next turn he can do that 1 hard to swing it in. But no, Fenn died in 1 volley.
Okay, that was a good use of the
Zuckuss is nearly dead, but...
I don't think it matters too much.
Oh, there's an evade being planted here. Look, there's an evade being planted from...
Yeah, I mean, it not being funny, if Asajj does not survive the shot, it's all over anyway. So he has to... I think Shaun's doing the right thing here. He's trying to bring both ships in simultaneously. If he does that, I can't see how Stephen...
This is the thing, though.
The question is Zuckuss actually in range? Because if he's in range, I'd say that's a bad
Remember, he's
thing.
got Dengar. If he barrel rolls to try and get a shot because he thinks he hasn't got range, that's fine. He's got 3 dice reroll 2 against Asajj. Yes, okay, you might not have a shot with Thweek, but at the same time here.
Okay, he's declared it, so he's got to do it now. I would he can see it better than us. If he's escaping arc, then yes, take the shot. If he's not escaping arc,
I think he is, because that is when he starts to pull that line, it's a huge dead zone.
If you see, otherwise I would have sat back, waited 1 more turn, bring both ships in simultaneously.
There you go, look.
Yeah, he is out of arc. In which case, fair play. You might as well take the shot, Shaun. You can finish the game right here if you get lucky.
And there's no shot from Thweek, so this is a good.
But in fairness, this is now he's an unmodified, range-free, through a debris with an evade.
Dengar. So he's rolling 4 dice.
But he has got
He's rolling 4 dice against 4 dice. Reroll 2. There's not been a declaration of Glitterstim.
No, I think if I
would have done Glitterstim. But I suppose you didn't know there was going to be that shot there.
I think maybe I'd gamble this turn.
Gamble and then do it next turn.
Chuck it in next turn. It is a gamble, but then I mean, very often this whole game's a bit of a gamble.
Bit of a gamble, yeah.
That's what we enjoy so much. I'm not quite sure what they're working out here.
There's part of me that's thinking about this whole... When the tractor beam applies to a ship that's now got a bank boost that you must do, bank barrel, which you must do, does the...
Are they not as much as gamblers?
Gamblers' lockboxes. That's fine. That's
and there
3.
we go.
Spend the evade for fun.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but
back
yeah,
to
there's no
Dars.
shot here. So, he did a 2 straight. I'm going to have to call this one because he did a 2 straight. It wasn't a 3. It wasn't a 3 straight, which does not trigger gyro. So,
someone is enjoying his lunar system in BF2. Okay. So, what can Stephen do from here? Honestly, yeah, so that's got to go straight. Bump one, shoot the other. Yeah, I think I'd go. I think, yeah, I take it.
yeah, Stephen was like, I said to him, you did a 2 straight. He went, oh yeah, I haven't gone fast enough. So yeah. Yeah, Elliot was posting about him. He's actually been into playing quite a lot of Battlefront 2. Actually, this is going to be the last shot of the game as well. Looking at how much time we've got left. Well, funnily enough, we've kind of got like a couple of minutes left on the game because I've had to start a timer from 7 when we sort of started going on air here.
Yeah.
I think it might have been a few minutes later, but
yeah, he's doing it as his action. I think that's what I would have done. I think that's what
and
I
then
would
you'd
have
have
hope for the bump on Thweek, take the shot on Zuckuss. So
Yeah.
they might be able to get through this round and have one more.
We'll have to see. I think if it's only just literally gone, we might give him another turn here because, like I said, it's one of those things where it could have been a few minutes later that we actually got started. It took me a little while to get stuff going.
Keep it fun. He has got the bump, so he's got the bump. He's now got to survive Zuckuss's shot,
and then return a punch back,
and then hit back. In fairness, he's got against any ship, he's got much more chance of actually damaging Zuckuss. Whereas Zuckuss only got 1 green dice. I would have. I don't know if
if that's a bank to come in against Asajj, and Asajj is at range. If Asajj is at range,
I thought you'd have gone straight with Zuckuss. Just gone straight.
If you do a one,
you got
bank,
your
though,
barrel roll if you need it. Yeah, okay. He's gone for the 1.
I suppose
I maybe would have gone
if he'd gone like 1 or 2, but then he went obviously a bit further than that.
Yeah, it keeps your arc nice and wide. Make sure that you're not getting avoided.
Part of me was thinking actually, how fast did he go? He went 3 or 4.
4, I think. Sarge went.
Part of me was thinking, what about the 5k? But from that distance, doing the 5k, you could have then blocked.
What would that have gained you though?
You would have had your mobile firing arc pointing forward if there's a shot at range 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Possibly. But
okay, he's glitter stimmed. He's decided this turn's the turn. I think that's probably a good call.
why is there so there's a stress has to go on?
He's putting a stress on Zuckuss, but he's taking a stress from the glitter stim as well.
Yeah.
So, but realistically, he's got to be looking at having Zuckuss shoots first, so Zuckuss has got the chance here to end the game.
Yeah. So is going through
range 2.
No, it's not. Where's the nearest point? Is going to be the back part, isn't it? So it's not. So yeah, this is 4 against 3.
But you've been riding. You took the
Dengar.
focus. Dengar, yeah. So
that's all paint.
And so now we've got 4. Yeah, spend that up. So that's 4. We now got. He hasn't got an evade action.
No,
He's going to be rolling.
rotated
He's only going to be
his
rolling
arc.
3 dice. I don't think he can survive this if we've got a maths correct.
He's got 3 dice.
Oh, he's got 4 dice. Where did he get the extra dice? Oh no, he got the extra dice from Zuckuss, of course. So
No, he has 2 dice. So he must
2 dice,
must
1
be
for the
going through
debris.
Yeah, okay.
And then 1 for the Zuckuss. And no, that's it. Even with the glitter stim, that's
Glitter stim for 2.
not going to do it.
Yeah, no, I think
The
even
drugs
with the evade,
don't work.
Well, even with the evade action, he would have to be normal Asajj. Yeah, no, that's an unfortunate end to this game because.
Well, I think Stephen done well to turn that into a game. To be honest with you, I mean when we lost the fire spray, I thought we were in for quite a one-sided match, but he made Shaun work for it towards the end.
Yeah.
So that was good to see.
Yeah. If you give him a couple of minutes just to sort of tidy things away a little bit for the second game, and then if you want to just quickly call them in, because obviously, well, Stephen is going to actually be joining me in the booth the second game.
So might as well call through.
Well, obviously,
Have a
he
chat.
needs to get stuff off the table first. So
Yeah.
if you start off,
If I go and let them know if once they got the stuff sorted to come through.
Yep, cool. So we've got our second game this evening. So following up from the conversation you might have heard during that game, we have Toby, who was going to play, not actually here tonight, but Gareth is taking his place. This does sort of feel a bit of a Toby-inspired kind of feel tonight on this one, actually. It's got a couple of Lock Revenants and Unka Plut in the quad jumper. The quad jumpers I know Toby kind of goes to a little bit. Don't really think I've seen him with a Skurg. Let's just see if one of them does have the title. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so for people who aren't aware as well, I've been given the chance to organise these streams for the last sort of few weeks, and I've had these lists passed to me today actually. So this is like one of the first times I've had a chance to have a look at it myself. So it'd be interesting to see how these work out. Right,
They're gonna just clear the table and then head on over.
Cool. Yeah, this is Gareth's list. I'm just putting in here.
Well, Gareth, it normally comes up with it. Interesting stuff.
And
Couple of Lock Revenants.
yeah, because we both.
Scum all. Is it just scum all?
No, it's scum, and imperial.
And Imperial.
So different flavour of scum, depending on your interpretation here. I think these are 2 exactly the same. Just having a quick look here. Yes, they are. So I can cheat here. I should be able to duplicate. So give us 2 seconds, and we'll have this list uploaded, which we'll be able to have a little talk through actually when.
No triple shuttles. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, Toby was looking forward to his triple shuttles because I had a card sitting in my little Tupperware tray. For those who don't know, we were running the Q4 kit here on Saturday, and that kit includes the. I don't know if you want to call it like the Daft Punk kind of inspired Omicron pilots.
I don't know. How many tournaments are we going to go to this month, and how many Lambda shuttles does ZFG think I've got? That's what I want to know.
Because you now played in 2, so you've got 2 copies of this already.
The other one was Q3, so I've only got the one, and technically one was all I need.
I don't even own one. That's why my copy is going to end up going to.
That's one of the few Imperial ships I do have. I do like the shuttle, although I don't have pulp, so I like to stick all kinds of different stuff on it instead.
Yep. This is actually looking quite nice actually. From Gareth, while the guys are just finishing tidying up here, we'll just quickly take you through this. Let's get the right hand screen up here. Let's see. I haven't got that up here anymore. That's a shame. Actually, the guys are coming
sound
through
of.
No, that's not working too nicely. Okay.
Hello,
Hi guys.
Come on in, take a seat.
Take a seat anywhere you can, I think is the motto here today. That was
good game.
That was a
Good game.
Mess. It was a ruddy mess. Is what it was.
I think you've done well to turn that into a game, because at one point I thought that was
I thought it was game over.
when the fast grey went down, and then I thought you'd done good to turn it into a game where you're actually sitting there thinking, actually, you know what, yeah, it's possible, you know. So how was it from your view?
That was my first time using like that list and using a Shadowcaster. I quite like the Shadowcaster. That's quite a tasty little ship. I'm going to practice that list again.
I quite liked it. It was neat having Lat sitting somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it was like Asajj could do all the handiwork, passing that stress around, and then Lat soaking up the stress on Boba.
Yeah.
One thing we did note though was you could have, well, you noticed it afterwards. Lat Swazi could have taken the stress off Fenn.
Oh yeah.
Had 1 hit point left on Boba.
1 hit point left, which would have been.
And it's also that thing.
Yeah.
It then meant another shot would have gone into Boba, not into.
I think you'd had a range 1 shot at
Asajj.
Fenn.
I had blinded pilot.
Oh yes.
Crazy. Yeah.
So, yeah,
he's giving
I
you
was
those
pretty happy with
rerolls
that.
off crew. That frees up your system slot though. You put the collision detector in there.
Yeah. Well, for the games of crashing.
Where it's like.
Could not do that again if I tried.
Sorry guys, we had a bit of a technical hitch there. We lost quite a bit of the microphone there on that part. I was saying, I think when I put it across there, I might have just caught something there.
Oh, forget this.
I do apologise.
We were just talking about the range free shots and the madness behind
the one that actually killed like Fenn Rau, especially with those.
We had Wojtek
range
sitting there.
two.
Wojtek was like, oh well, this won't kill him. He's got 4 health.
That won't kill
Can't
him.
possibly kill him.
Range band 2. To be fair, I wasn't expecting.
We puzzled over that as well.
Yeah.
Does Fenn Rau, the Shadowcaster, do we move?
Do I move him before we do the
before
damage
or after
cards?
the damage? I don't think it makes a lot of difference in the long
I
run.
think
But
you do the damage cards first, but I'm not.
And then-
I think that's what we went for,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Wojtek.
But that did black.
No,
Well, Elliot, you,
Oh, it's Elliot. Watch it. Yeah. Which
Elliot-
order do you do it in? But it didn't matter because I
Yeah.
Fenn Rau.
yeah,
did.
which is good.
did properly blow him up.
Yeah.
No, because we had this situation with harpoons in game 1 against me, and it was the whole of at what point, because Asajj's tractor beam effect happens after the damage resolves.
Yeah.
And because there's no Fenn Rau left on the board for the ability to resolve, I believe at that point it wouldn't have triggered.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that it's. Yeah,
I just wanted all the damage
all
cards.
day.
I made him roll for major explosion.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm chucking him into the rock as well. Roll for the rock.
Just make sure.
Yeah. But
I was a bit surprised you didn't go for a barrel roll the other way and boost in, but
When was this?
Just before you got
Oh,
Fenn died.
when Fenn died.
I take it you thought you were in range 1.
yeah,
It was
Yeah.
very, very close. Wasn't
It
it?
was.
I thought I was
It
in
was.
range 1, and I just wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's
because
like,
Fenn probably would have killed him if it was range 1.
if it had been in range 1,
Yeah,
Got
Fenn,
your auto evade.
Fenn might
you
have
rolled
dodged
the extra
a lot of that, I don't know.
dice. Yeah, it would have been.
he probably would have survived at any rate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah. Such is the way of things. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you judge the distance wrong, isn't it?
Yeah,
You die.
We all do it.
Yeah.
We all do it. Yeah, so that was a good game. I thought that was, like I say, played out. I was a bit surprised you went in quite so fast with the fast spray at the beginning. I thought you slowed up to give
Yeah,
the Shadowcaster a bit of time.
I think even after the second move I commented, I was like, oh,
Yeah, I think you said
I've made a
you'd-
big mistake.
You'd split them up. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was at that moment where he knew he messed up.
yeah.
To slightly change it because we cannot swear on stream.
I had that same feeling on the set. I'd done a move and then immediately after
Yeah,
the move, I
we
went,
all do, don't we?
That's not what I should have done.
Yeah.
No,
Everybody
why did
does
I
it.
do that?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Everyone.
But, it was good.
But yeah.
You got a gentleman playing more games this evening?
I'm in here, I think.
You're in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play?
Yeah, I'll be playing. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, right.
Have you got someone else on the
Who have
table
we?
next?
Yeah, who have we got?
Yeah, so I think you've...
We had a change of plans, haven't we?
Slight change
Yeah,
of plans,
slight
yeah.
kind. No Lambra shuttles, no.
No.
Oh yeah, it's going to be free. The free cows, isn't it?
Yeah, free space cows.
I'm not 100% convinced it's a competitive list, but it'll be a fun list.
It's one of those that where it's it's quite a fun list. I like when Toby plays that sort of kind of like really sort of like silly little things.
I've seen them flown with 3 shuttles and Suntir fell many moons ago, and the basic plan was
3 shuttles and Sunday.
Yeah, that's
somehow I got
not many upgrades going on there.
No,
is there?
there really wasn't. And the whole point was the shuttles all die, but they cause enough damage that Suntir just stays as away from the fight as possible, and then once the shuttles are all dead, he then just clears up whatever's left.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're talking about quite a few waves ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
Sun-
actually
Suntir
worked quite well. I think
was
they called it
reigning
a
supreme
lead
for a while,
MOB,
wasn't he?
But
Yeah.
actually, because that's a lot of hull and shields to get through.
Yeah, the
And with
big
shuttles,
things.
They can't turn around, but you can get one to cover the rear after
Yeah.
the other.
Yeah, that's a really interesting little thing. You could potentially what I quite liked is you could have had 2 and Captain Yor. Captain Yor can take stress, so he could have gone, oh, these things stop, fine, take the stress on Yor. Next turn, they stop. Yor does a green straight manoeuvre, clears his stress with Inspiring Recruit, and then you can sort of keep them all clustered in the corner and wait for them to come in.
The big problem with
And then
these
you have a
is when
huge array of arc
yeah.
at range 2 and 3. It's just like, okay, yeah, I might not get my mod on again.
But you've
now.
not got that game, so.
Nope.
So,
Thankfully.
I think but you have got some Imperials and some Scum.
Some stuff, yes.
Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, let's just have a
Star
Triple
Viper
scale.
2s.
Is that triple?
Should I go and let the guys know?
Oh, no.
If you guys want to quickly go and sort that out and ask,
Yeah, still got some bits on the
Yeah,
table
we'll
I need
clear
to
the
clear as
table
well.
for you.
Nips
at low.
The note that we wrote earlier,
Yeah.
I put them in there with cluster missiles, and I read that out of the corner of my eye and changed it to
That
harpoons.
wasn't worth doing.
Yeah, because that was from Gareth. Yeah. Cool.
See you in a bit.
So while you go and do that, if you want to just leave me in the booth, I can discuss these 2
getting you
lists.
sorted. So thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Cool.
won't
It was
you?
very nice for you
Yeah,
to enjoy. It was
yeah,
a nice.
no,
It was a nice pleasure.
That was nice. It was definitely
Hey, I tell you, it was
interesting.
nice. One time on the stream, you didn't beat me.
There's many more chances.
Many more chances.
Don't worry, Dave. Many more chances. Take care.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So we've got Gareth, who is taking over into